can't be in a relationship, might as well be in a fake one. Here's 10 romance anime where the main character pretends to be in a relationship. Let's go. Number 10, Orishura.
何よ、二人して見つめ合っちゃって。
なんでもない。
そう、愛し合う二人が見つめ合うのは当然のことですから。
Now, don't mix this one up with Origairu. They're totally different when it comes to what they're about. And don't mix this up with Orisuki either, because that's a harem anime about misunderstandings. In Orishura, this white-haired girl decides to date a nerdy guy just so she could stop being the most popular girl in school. Sounds like a clever way to solve the popularity problem, right? Nope. Dating the school's queen bee means making a lot of enemies, and it really annoys his childhood crush.
フェイクじゃねえか。
フェイクよ。だけど、私のには違いないよ。
Orishura isn't super deep or emotional, but it's full of funny moments and a fun way to kill time. There are some parts where the whole girl blackmails the guy trope gets annoying, and you feel like knocking some sense into the girl. But hey, at least this is better than shows like MM or Familiar of Zero, where the guy gets beaten every time. Number 9, My Bride is a Mermaid.
お店がたくさんあって楽しい。
よかった。気に入ってもらえて。はあ、楽しい。サンちゃんと歩いて話すという普通のことが二人きりの時間が。
Yes, true anime protagonists do not stop at normal girls, they go above and beyond, or in this case, deep into the sea. This time, the guy gets saved by a mermaid, and by mermaid rules, he's forced to marry the girl, but there's a catch. This mermaid isn't from Disney, and her dad is a gangster. And just like every father-in-law, this man doesn't like an anime protagonist dating his daughter. Now, our main character has to figure out how to survive gangsters and date a mermaid. Good luck, dude.
まだお互い知り合ってもいないのに。
If I had to sum up Seto no Hanayome in one word, it'd be fun. It's super silly and never takes itself too seriously. Some episodes are so goofy you'd swear the writers escaped from a mental hospital. But that's what makes it special. The story is super different from anything I've seen. The characters are hilarious, and the mermaid's dad, honestly, he's even funnier than the main guy. That just makes everything even better. Number 8, Rent a Girlfriend.
誰にも言わないで。私のことは一切知らない。私たちの関係は何もなかった。
I really hate to say this, but the first season of this is actually good and fits the trope, right? Yes, the main character is annoying, and the manga tests your patience and sometimes makes you want to knock some sense to the author. But we need to admit, this is a pretend relationship done well. Even though the main character is probably in the top 10 worst romance main characters list.
あは？
頼む。1分10秒だけでもいいから。
ちょっと警察呼ぼうよ。
コンビニスイーツ買ってあげるから。
出てって。
Rent a Girlfriend is about renting a girlfriend. Yes, you just go to an app, click the girl you want, and rent her for a certain period. Since the process is much easier than car rentals, a lot of single guys use it. And one of them is Kazuya, who recently broke up and ends up hiring a girl called Chizuru. Soon, he realizes Chizuru lives next door. Their grandmas are BFFs, and they have to actually pretend to be a couple. See? I told you it fits the trope. Number 7, Wolf Girl and Black Prince.
かじゃねえの。
はいな。
どうせ恋愛しようって息巻いてたんだろ。そんな状態の好きなんてのは大概思い込みなんだよ。
Instead of the girl forcing the guy into a relationship, this time we've got the opposite. In Wolf Girl and Black Prince, there's Erika Shinohara, a girl whose friends all have boyfriends. Scared they'll leave her out, she snaps a random photo with a stranger and pretends he's her boyfriend. But surprise, this stranger turns out to be the most popular guy in school, and he's not exactly the nicest person around.
二人とも乗っけてってあげよっか。
いえ、結構。エリカを送るのは俺の役目だから。
When he finds out, he agrees to help keep her secret, but only if she becomes his wolf girl. Erika soon realizes he's no Prince Charming. Instead, he's kind of a mean prankster who loves messing with her. Sometimes this anime is funny, but other times it's just Erika trying to figure out her black prince. It's got that good girl, bad boy vibe, so if you're into that kind of story and a happy ending, this one's worth a watch. Number 6, Mayo Chiki.
この絵はその極度の人見知りで俺がこの絵の脅威を図ります。
Want a rom-com anime that's double the fun and double the drama? Check out Mayo Chiki. Meet Sakamichi Kinjiro, a guy so scared of girls he keeps getting nosebleeds when they're near. But things get really wild when he's forced to become friends with a bodyguard. Wait, hold up. This bodyguard, called Kanade, is also hiding a huge secret. He, or she, is actually a girl pretending to be a guy. His love life is more confusing than trying to figure out the right order to watch the Fate series.
おお上出来じゃん。
ジロー。ジローか。
Mayo Chiki is packed with hilarious moments. From Kanade's crazy plans to keep her secret to Kinjiro's blushing every 5 seconds, there's never a dull moment. It's sweet, it's funny, and it'll totally keep you hooked. It's got some good old tropes repeating itself, but hey, if the anime is interesting, I don't mind some old tropes being recycled. Number 5, To Love Ru.
宇宙人ってバレたらまずいからに決まってるだろ。
そういうリト殿の声が大きいんですけど。なんでバレたらまずいの？
大騒ぎになるからだよ。
To Love Ru is more about the plot than the actual plot. It follows a shy high schooler named Yuki Rito who ends up meeting Lala Satalan Deviluk, a girl from another planet who's running away from a forced marriage. Lala quickly decides that Yuki is her true love, and later, in Love Ru Darkness, her two sisters move in with him too.
あなたは
The main reason Love Ru blew up was because of its fan service and the variation of characters. The main character may look spineless from time to time, but at least he acts like he's the true love of Lala. The anime becomes so popular it got 2 sequels, Moto to Love Ru and To Love Ru Darkness. You won't find much pure romance here, but if you're into a guy accidentally building a harem, this is totally your kind of show. Number 4, Nisekoi.
聞いてよ。私今度学校の帰りにみんなでマックに行くのよ。羨ましいでしょ。
そうか。俺もよく行くよ。
What does a forced relationship even look like? High schooler Raku Ichijo is the son of a Yakuza boss, and one day he's told he has to date Chitoge Kirasaki, the daughter of a rival gang leader, just to stop a gang war. Sounds crazy, right? This could have worked out fine, but Raku and Chitoge already got into a bunch of arguments on their very first day of school, so things aren't looking too good.
お前まさか怖いのか。
こっち見たら殴れって言ったでしょ。
As the story goes on, though, we find out that Rako and Chitoge were actually childhood friends. They also had another close friend named Onodera. And here's the twist. Raku had already promised to marry one of them. I think this is the show that started the whole childhood promise to get married trope in a lot of anime with love triangles. Speaking of love triangles, this anime had one of the most heated shipping wars. And if you want to see how it ends, you can read the manga. Number 3, more than a married couple, but not lovers.
俺も被害者なんですけど。
はあ。
いやね、あなたにも希望のお相手がいらっしゃったようにですね。俺にもペアになりたい相手くらいいたよって話ですよ。
Nothing like being forced to date a girl you don't like, am I right? But what if this girl had a hidden wholesome personality underneath? In this school, there's a class called Couples Counseling. Here, the pairs are locked in a room, watched by cameras, and graded on how they do. The unlucky test subjects, a high school guy named Jiro Yakuen, and a popular girl named Akari Watanabe. But Jiro has a crush on his childhood friend too.
マイナス点つけたまま行くわけ？
なこと言ったって何すりゃ。
決まってんじゃん。行ってきますのキス？
There's only one season of this anime released, but it looks better than a lot of anime that spam the regular love triangle. Even though the whole couples counseling plot is unrealistic, it helps to maintain the tension throughout the anime because you can see how the couple grows to love each other. I don't know when a season 2 is coming out, but you can always watch the first season and go read the manga. Number 2, Summer Wars.
ごめん。無理です。改めてバイトの内容を説明するね。無理ですって。おばあちゃんや親戚の前で私の恋人のふりをしてほしいの。
If you think you can't combine virtual reality and romance, then you can. This is about Kenji Koyoso, moderator to a virtual world called Oz. He's invited by his crush Natsuki Shinohara on a summer trip, but under one condition. He must act like her fiance. He agrees, and once he leaves on the trip, he gets a mysterious encoded message, and soon he cracks it. The world is in danger. No, I mean, it's literally in danger.
この人が小磯健二君。
はじめまして。僕夏希先輩とは高校の物理部で一緒に
私の彼
Summer Wars knows how to start off like some slice of life drama before escalating the tension and turning some fast-paced sci-fi show. And it even balances everything with some nice drama, romance, and comedy. Summer Wars is in this list because Natsuki's crush asks him to act like her fiance, and as we all know, that's something no man can say no to. Number 1, Scum's Wish.
俺寝てるからね。いやいやいやいや。暑いって。
クーラーガンガンじゃんこの部屋。
Now, this is one of those deep psychological shows that looks horny on the outside, but is actually pretty deep. The story follows Hanabe Yasuoka and Mugi Awaya, two teens who connect because they're both been heartbroken. They used to like their teachers, but those teachers like each other instead. So Hanabe and Mugi decide to be together, hoping it'll feel like real love. But things don't go as planned. They're not really in love, they're just trying to fill the same emptiness.
分かり合えた気になってただけで。麦はあの女が好きで男で他人だ。
Scum's Wish isn't your usual sweet and cheesy romance anime. It's more for older viewers and doesn't have such happy stuff going on. Want to feel a little sad from all sides? Then Scum's Wish might just be right for you. It's not for everyone though, since it focuses more on physical closeness than the typical cute love story. But honestly, that's what makes it different. Just make sure to go with a tissue box because some scenes are gonna give you tears.